The news for South Mississippi continues. Good morning, Mississippi.
Well, the experts are predicting that today's 20-something generation will be one of the most debt-ridden generations since the Great Depression. In fact, the average college senior already carries almost $3,000 in credit card debt.
Kind of frightening there. Fortunately, there are a few simple tips that can make the difference in helping young adults take control of their financial future. And joining us this morning is financial fitness coach Sanyika Calloway-Boyce with more. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, Tommy and Rhonda. How are you today?
We are just fine and working on our debt problems. Hey, tell us about your life in your 20s.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what? I actually lived like a college graduate in college, and I got to live like a college student when I graduated. I did everything right financially, everything right academically, I should say, and everything wrong financially when I was in college.
And I mean, what is it? There's a lot of information out there. Why are these kids not getting it? I mean, they all hear these stories about how not to drive up your debt and end up in that money pit.
Well, the reality is it's very tempting. I mean, it's very tempting. For me, it seemed like everybody was doing much better than I was doing, and I wanted to look like I was successful. I wanted to look like I was about to graduate from college and start a successful life. And for me, that looked like the clothes, that looked like having a certain image. And because of that, I just got swept up into it. 10 credit cards and $15,000 before I had even graduated.
Wow, and bad credit can actually slow you down in getting a good job, I understand?
It absolutely can. I mean, for me, I did everything right, graduated with a high GPA but a low credit score. And what I realized was that I didn't know on the other side of college how the way I handled my money or mishandled my money actually affected my ability to get a job. And more companies are considering your credit report when they're considering you as a final candidate for a job.
Do most employers nowadays check your financial records?
Absolutely. Actually, upwards of 70% of companies are doing some sort of background check, and most of those companies include a credit check just to really see what type of person am I about to hire, how do they handle their finances, so I can determine how they're going to handle their professional life as well.
Tell us about the FICO score and how important that is.
It's absolutely important. What most people don't recognize is anything that you have to give your Social Security number in connection to, any service or product, you actually are also getting it's also going on your credit report. I mean, a situation that happened to me was with a cell phone. I had a 2-year plan, you know, got a $500 cell phone bill, didn't realize that when I couldn't pay the bill and had to decide if I was going to pay my rent or my cell phone bill, that was actually going on my credit report. So I recommend, you know, that if you need a cell phone, which most of us do, go with a wireless plan that doesn't require a contract. Virgin Mobile has some really great plans out there that allow you to have the convenience of a cell phone, but not to have the debt or the burden of, do I choose to pay my cell phone bill or my rent? You can actually choose your communication plan and how much you're going to spend on technology.
Yeah, and you can also prepay on cell phones these days.
Absolutely, which is the best thing to do. You can kind of go, this is how much I want to spend on my cell phone, and once you get to that number, you can make a determination if your budget allows you to go forward or if you need to stop at that number.
Wow.
So a wireless plan is really great.
What's a quick way to beef up your FICO score?
A quick way is automatic payment. Absolutely. 35% of your credit score is based on your payment history. So if you're paying automatically, you don't have to worry about whether your bill is going to be late or not.
Wow. Thank you, Sanyika Calloway-Boyce. Some good advice out there, and good luck to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this morning.